Are you feeling alone? Are you feeling sad? Wait no more. That is the meaning of life. That's why Amazing Glenn is here.
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
It will be effective if you will follow the chain of survival. What is the chain of survival? This basic life support, like what I said, it will be effective if you will have early recognition and call for help, early CPR, early defibrillation, and post-resuscitation care. So, what will be our learning objectives? Responsibility of a first aider, because what I believe after this session, you will be confident to deliver the CPR. Okay, right now, you are having tension or having some not confident, but later on, you will have. Okay? So next one will be familiarization with the emergency hotlines in the local authority and your emergency hotlines inside of your hotel. Okay? But this one is specifically for Crown Plaza and Holiday Inn. Understand the basic function of the lungs and the heart. We will not go through deep, but we will understand the basic function of the anatomy of the lungs and the heart. And perform and deliver effective, safe CPR. So, Miss Agatha, like what we mentioned earlier, what is the meaning of CPR?
Cardiopulmonary cardiopulmonary resuscitation.
Resuscitation, correct. So, cardio means heart, pulmonary means lungs. So, cardiopulmonary resuscitation meaning reviving the heart and the lungs. Okay? When we should the first aider discontinue the CPR. So, now we move to the next slide. Responsibility of the, but first, let me ask you, what is the meaning of first aid?
First aid, uh, for in case of emergency, first aid, your first responder.
Yes, like something or some that you initially give to a person who is sick or ill to prevent further damage or injury, right? So, first aid is the help given to someone who is injured or ill to keep them safe and to do no harm and to cause no further harm. Responsibility of the first aider. First one, assess the situation quickly and calmly. Check the seats. Check if it's safe to proceed with the victim. Okay. Check the scene and check the situation. How? For example, we're here inside of this building, in this meeting room. Is the scene safe? Am I safe to rescue the person? What if there are falling debris? What if the room is burning? Are you going to proceed or not? No, right? Save yourself first. Or you need to get the person
From the scene of
from the scene and then move him out. Okay? Next one. Like what I said, protect yourself from any danger. Do not be a superhero. You're not a superhero, okay? Prevent infection between you and them. Like what I'm doing now, wear gloves, wear face mask, or wear anything like personal protective equipment. What if you're in the jungle? What if you're in the beach? You can use plastic bags just to protect yourselves. Okay? Comfort and reassure. Make sure that sorry guys. Ah, comfort and reassure meaning as a first aider, you need to remain calm. Don't put too much tension on your head. Because if you have a lot of pressure or tension to your head, what will happen? Will you be able to rescue the person? What if it's bleeding a lot? What if the person is unconscious? What are you going to do? Later, you will be confident after this session. Okay? So, next one. Assess the casualty and give first aid treatment. Assess the casualty like triaging, meaning like prioritizing. For example, you see a baby and an old person. Which one are you going to save? Or an adolescent?
Baby first.
Baby first, because the adult one, or the old person, old people,
It's more.
more prone to that. Sorry. Sorry. But the baby has a chance, or the adult has a chance, or maybe triage like prioritizing, like if the one is injured, like swollen arms or like broken arms, compare or versus to a one with amputated leg. Okay? So let's proceed to the emergency hotline. In Qatar, we have an emergency hotline which is 999. It's not only for medical emergency, but it's also for police and firefighters. So, if ever you called 999, what do you expect?
If I call
Mhm.
911,
What do you expect them to ask you?
um,
You need to provide details.
details of
Such
the
as?
details of the emergency. What are you calling for? What's this? Is it a fire, a medical emergency,
Emergency or crime,
or a
right?
maybe?
So, because here, once the dispatcher asks you or answer, what's your emergency, and then after that you will provide the details. So guys, if ever you call 999, you will not just say fever. You will not just say accident. You need to describe the person. So call 999. I'm having a medical emergency. I have this. His name is, his nationality, his gender, his or her gender, around 25 to 27 years old. And then after that, describe what happened. Because the dispatcher will ask you, if ever, does the patient breathing? Does the patient conscious? Because if ever all those qualifications were not met, then the immediate rescue will arrive. If the person is breathing unconsciously, and what do you call it? If it's only like a fever, then it will be delayed like 4 or 5 minutes. But if it's a life and death situation, like what you described to the dispatcher, it will be immediately arrive. Gets? Is it clear?
Yes.
Great
Yes.
stuff. So for emergency hotline for Holiday Inn, it's 2222 for our hotel. And then because once there's a casualty, we need to activate the alarm immediately for the host. And double four for emergency internal hotline of Crown Plaza. If the accident happens in Crown Plaza, double four. If it happens in Holiday Inn, double two. Because sometimes someone will call us, or someone will notify the alarm, but it happens in Crown Plaza, but they notify Holiday Inn. So make sure even in your hotel, familiarize with the medical emergency hotline. Okay? So, moving forward now, we go to the basic functions of the lungs. So, the main function of the lungs, to simplify it, is to give enough oxygen to the different parts of the body and get rid of the carbon dioxide and other waste from the blood. So, we don't need to know how it goes inside, but the main thing is the oxygen that delivers throughout your body is a main component throughout your system to keep you alive. Okay, next one, main function of the heart. The main function of the heart is, the major role is like a vessel. It's like a courier of the blood and oxygen. So, if this one stops together with your lungs, what will happen?
Will die.
You will fall unconscious.
Immediately, you will tell unconsciously. But this will happen if the brain doesn't receive enough oxygen and blood supply at 1 minute mark. Brain cells begins to die. At 3 minutes, neurons suffer more extensive damage. And at 4 minutes, permanent brain damage that can lead the person to the intensive care unit. And at 5 minutes, death becomes imminent, which you cannot do anything. He or she can go to the intensive care unit, give some ventilators or this oxygen support, but after 5 minutes without CPR, the person will not live anymore. So this is the importance of the minutes and seconds in giving CPR, the chain of survival. Okay? Now, we proceed to the demonstration and how to do, or step by step on how to do the CPR. We have a, what do you call this? Mnemonics. Right? So CPR steps, like what I said, CPR stands for
Pulmonary.
resuscitation. And then DRS, ABC plus D. I will add one more to your mnemonics. Remember it until you DRS stands for check for danger, like what we said earlier. For first aider, initially, you need to check the scene. You need to save yourself first. And then, check for response. Letter R stands for response. And S, send for help. So, first one, check for danger. Am I safe? Is the victim safe? Then I will proceed with the rescue. And then, check for response. Like the basic one, hey sir, are you okay? Sir, are you okay? If there's no response, then proceed to send for help. What do you need for the help? Call emergency line. Like be specific, like Agatha or Glenmore, Martin. So they will come back to you once they notify the alarm. Okay, like Agatha, please activate the code and call 999 and get back to me. Okay? Next one. So, check the scene, check for response, and then listen carefully and check for the pulse. Okay, but before you check the pulse, please make sure to address the bystanders. Because sometimes if you put your two fingers on the neck of the patient or on the victim, maybe they will think you're choking the victim. Okay, so sir, I will just check the pulsation of the person if it's working. Okay, so check for 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds if there's any pulsation. And then after that, head tilt, chin lift, and then listen for the breathing pattern or look for the breathing pattern of the rise and fall of the chest. Okay? Like if there's any air touching your ears, then it means the person is just unconscious. Please do not proceed with CPR if the person has pulsation, not palpitation, pulsation or breathing. Because if you do CPR, you're excited because you know the CPR now. I will do CPR even you're unconscious, even you're still alive. Then you will do further damage. Okay. So, what do you need to do? You will proceed to CPR if there's no pulse and there's no breathing. Okay. Next one. Send for help, check airway and breathing. So, CPR. Let's proceed with the CPR. So, where do you need to place? For example, scene survey, check for response, hey sir, are you okay? And then head tilt, chin lift, and then, ma'am, sir, I will just check the pulse of the victim, and then inhale, exhale if there's any breathing. check if there's none, and then you will proceed to CPR. Where do you need to place your palm? You should use your dominant hand. Okay. You should place your hand on the middle of the nipples, and then this will be your guideline, nipple to nipple, and then in the center. And then place your palm together with your non-dominant hand. Maybe this one will break. I will put him down. Okay. So, place your knee in front of the shoulder of the victim and the other knee on the, place your knee here, place your knee on the abdomen, in front of the abdomen, and then on the shoulder of the victim. And then place your palm in the middle. This will be your guideline, nipple to nipple, and in the center. Okay? Place your dominant hand together with your non-dominant hand and do chest compression for 30, what do you call this? Not 30 seconds. Like 30 counts, 30 compression, and then 2 rescue breaths. I want it to be deeper, not too deep, not too shallow, but deep to save a person. Like 2 centimeters. Okay? And then I want to hear the clicking sound. This one. And the rhythm, how many?
20.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30. Okay? And then proceed to head tilt, chin lift, and then pinch the nose and do rescue breath for 2 times. First one, blow, check for the rise and fall of the chest, and then blow another one and check for the rise and fall of the chest. Proceed to the CPR if you don't see any response. Okay? So, count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 27, 28, 29, 30, and then rescue breath. For example, the victim already gained consciousness. What do you need to do? After the victim regains consciousness, place him to the recovery position. Okay, the recovery position is a side-lying position which will help facilitate the saliva to go out. Why? If you maintain him in a flat position, what will happen?
You can choke.
Choke or aspiration. Okay? So to do no harm, you need to put him on the side-lying position. Okay? Next one, so let's follow. And then, actually, ABC, this is the basic one. And then if you move to defibrillator, I know each of the hotel has a defibrillator. So, for example, I will just insert this defibrillator after send for help. Check for danger, check for response, send for help, and then ask your colleague to bring the AED. Okay? And then attach the defibrillator, and then the defibrillator will give you the signal when to do CPR. Okay? When to discontinue CPR? What is CPR again?
Pulmonary resuscitation.
Okay, what is doctor's ABC? You need to remember it, my friend. Okay. You can discontinue if there's a sign of life. Do not be so hyperactive, even if the person is, no, I will proceed. No. You will proceed to CPR. No, don't do that. Put him in a recovery position. Fatigue. Which one?
You, sorry.
Yes, yourself. If you're tired, do not be a superhero. Just rest. There's nothing you can do. If you're alone, there's nothing you can do. You're already tired. You want to die also? So, rest. Okay. another CPR specialist take over, the doctor, paramedics, or someone. Because, for example, you're doing the CPR, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, doctor arrived, we are the doctor, we are new to do the CPR. No, 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 no. I will do it. So discontinue once the CPR, but make sure to let them know how many compressions and rescue breaths you already delivered. So, what questions do you have?